Mr. Godbole, you mentioned about MAHLE being multi-product company, and you also mentioned about the initiative in the mechatronics that you are undertaking now.
Right.
This would also actually lead to with the existing workforce, Mr. Godbole, to a lot of perhaps de-learning, relearning, skilling of the workforce. So what are the initiatives? Are you taking initiatives in-house, or what are the initiatives being undertaken by MAHLE in India, especially in the area of skill developments and going ahead with the endeavor in the e-mobility market also?
Correct. So I actually look at it, and even our team here from HR perspective and our learning and development team, we look at it from two categories now, especially after we saw the pandemic and some of the effects on that. So there are actually two drivers here. One, as you rightly mentioned, is the driver around the new technologies, right? And moving away from some of the old ones into newer areas where we need retooling for the people, the relearning, as you mentioned very rightly, right? Working on new technology, new work methods. And now with this huge digitization initiative in MAHLE, it will require, I would say, probably some cultural change also associated with that in terms of getting on board all this digitization and being able to use it to your best benefit, right? So I think that that is one bucket in which we are really looking at the systems that we are deploying here. We have substantially invested in e-learning and the e-learning modules around this, in addition to on-the-job capabilities that we build on in our factories and in our other workspaces. So there is a lot of focus here coming on e-learning side. And also the ease by which this e-learning can be done. So we have also got a module where you can use LinkedIn, for example, for really taking and having an e-learning experience for our employees. So that is one category where we are focusing, and this is again focused based on every subject, so you have to do it in a little different way for every subject. And we are again invested into a very strong e-learning platform here. The second piece, which is again driven, I would say, to some extent from the pandemic that we experienced, is the multi-skilling, right? So that is the other piece, because we also had absenteeism to some extent because of the pandemic. People had challenges within the family where someone got infected, and then people had to be at home for a longer period of time, probably active, or some of them not active due to the pandemic. So I think this topic has come up as it was always there, but it came up as a key priority in terms of multi-skilling really for us in India. And as a result of that, we are now going to look ahead and really move some of the things like job rotations, right? An ability to learn on a different job, which you can quickly get into should you really have to change your skill from say area A to area B, or handle both of these together. So I think on the shop floor, this is a really important piece that we are trying to do. And even in our shared services. So probably I did not mention that earlier, but we have a very big focus from a global perspective. So digitization is one topic I did cover, but the other big topic is on shared services, and India is going to be a very big center for that. So not only for engineering, but also for all the other key functions like HR, sales, purchasing, and other key functions which are really like global functions. India is going to be an important support center going forward for the world, for the MAHLE world, I would say, right? And that is really an area where this multi-skilling again really comes into play, because you can then rotate people between different jobs, have common processes which also make you agile as a company going forward between different business units by using the shared service capability which is being set up out here. So I think pretty much a lot of focus on the people side of things, And we have a good, strong footprint in terms of people out here. And you brought up a very, very valid topic in terms of their skills and capability, how we map it today, what are the upgrades that we do, and how we track it going forward. So I think all this are really important things for MAHLE definitely, and then for overall the India landscape in terms of especially for the companies who are setting up shared services capabilities here, where you have thousands of employees, 1,000+ employees, or even more than that, working out of one center. So really, it becomes an important piece there also.
Right.